Labadiena portalo 15 min žiūrovai, mes tęsime gražią šventinę kalėdinę tradiciją ir keliaujame toliau per ambasadas, kuriuose gyvena ir kalėdinį laikotarpį švenčia bei laukia kalėdų Lietuvoje reziduojantis užsienio šalių ambasadoriai. Ir šiandieną mes svečiuojamės Prancūzijos ambasadorės rezidencijoje, tad nenustabu, kad šiandieną laidoje gamins ambasadorė ponia Claire. Bonjour!
Bonjour, labas rytas.
Ir kartu su ambasadorė virtuvėje jai padės suktis ambasados virtuvės šefas ponas Mindaugas. Labadiena, Mindaugai.
Sveiki.
So, the first question, what we're gonna prepare today for our 15 Min viewers?
First, thank you for inviting me to your show and welcome to the public to the kitchen of the French residence here in Vilnius. We are going to prepare, and I think this will be the work of the cook, Mindaugas Skutulas, because he's a very good cook, and the recipe is simple, but sometimes not so simple. We are going to prepare what is called a bûche de Noël. Bûche de Noël, in English you would say firewood, so it has the look of a firewood. This is the traditional dessert for Christmas in France. The recipe is quite long to do, a little long, so this is why we have prepared some part in advance. But it is also fun to do it. Traditionally, with children, the whole family is preparing the food. But there are some tricky things to know when you prepare the cream, the chocolate cream. This is what we are going to do now, or mostly Mindaugas will do that, because this is a cream with chocolate and butter, and it has to be well done to have a nice look of the bûche de Noël. But you can do also your own recipe, a little less well done, and it's also very tasty, and even if the shape is a little different.
Okay, so I would like to wish you a very big luck and to do the very well recipe of bûche de Noël.
First, we will do some bain-marie. It's a step which is quite famous in cooking. So that means that you will heat some product, in this case chocolate, over hot water. You can do also chocolate directly in the saucepan, but it's even better if you do like that. So it would take a few minutes. So this is with cognac, but this is optional, of course. It's not compulsory to put some alcohol, but you can have a little bit taste of cognac or another brandy. So this is just this part of the egg, and this is sugar powder, sucre glace. So this, everybody has this kind of mixer. So this is, so far, it's quite easy. Milk is also optional in this case, but in this recipe they propose to add some milk, and so now the chocolate is ready. It's better to have all ingredients prepared here on the table in advance. For example, butter, it's important. If you take out butter at this stage out of the fridge, you will have to wait, and then the chocolate will be hard, and then the milk. So
butter also is supposed to be room temperature.
Yes, yeah, really, a little more, because butter needs to be soft. So what we are preparing, it's what is called crème au beurre. So like buttercream. It's the basis of many recipes. For example, in éclair au chocolat, chocolate éclair, it's also crème au beurre. But crème au beurre is not the easiest recipe. It's possible, but you have to be concentrated when you do it.
So Mindaugas hot milk put together with the egg yolk and sugar powder and put on the fire to heat it up.
You always have to turn, because otherwise it will change. So it's liquid, that's not totally liquid, but there is no small pieces in it. It's not easy, but it's possible. It's just that, and even if it's not perfect, it will be good anyhow. We try to do it the best way today in front of you, but it's good, and you can have also other kind of recipes.
Cool down a little bit.
As you see, you have to move all the time so that the consistency of the sauce doesn't change.
Ambassador, how often Mindaugas treats you with his desserts?
Mindaugas is working when I have official guests here in the residence. I must say that with COVID the rhythm is different, of course, it's a little less than usual, but in the usual time it's quite frequent. And so Mindaugas is preparing desserts, of course, French desserts, also sometimes it can be with some influence of Lithuania meals. And he has been trained in France also, so he knows the traditional recipes, traditional meals, all kinds. Actually, I think he's very inventive. And I must say that I admire his work because he doesn't repeat himself. And it's very interesting also to work with him because we can discuss about a new kind of, when you prepare a certain meat, it's important to know what is going well with this meat or a certain way to cook the meat, this kind of thing. So Mindaugas has been working with the embassy for a number of years and I'm very happy. Now, this is the difficult part. As you see, the butter is not the same consistency as the sauce. So you have to do it piece by piece. A little bit of butter, a little bit of butter, a little bit of butter. And really, I prefer that Mindaugas is doing that because it's not so easy. Maybe I should train myself 2 or 3 times and then it's better at the end.
And we can't put the butter on a fire to melt it down. No, we have to do it little by little.
Yeah, the butter will look like oil. I mean, we'll transform it as oil, and you will have separation. The oil will be on top, and then the chocolate. So with this system, you can melt. Alors, next we are going to take the biscuits, and we are going to put the cream in the biscuits. And as you can see, you have to roll the biscuit, and this is what makes the bûche. Again, this can be with chocolate cream or chestnut or other kinds of cream.
Is it easy to cook the biscuit?
The biscuit is easy to cook, quite easy to cook. This recipe can be, as I told you, done with children, with the family. A lot of people do it, in the afternoon before the dinner, Christmas dinner, with the family, and even if it's like a little bit different, the shape and the look, it's okay, people are quite happy. So now we put it in the biscuit, so inside, and then we will roll it. You can buy the biscuit maybe, but it has to be fresh, so I don't advise, because the biscuit can be made quite easily, so I think it's not the big difficulty.
Okay, so we're now rolling it.
As you see, it can break a little bit, but in the end, it's not a problem because you will cut it in slices.
Anyway, you will cut it and we will decorate it.
Yeah, you will decorate it. So it's like a bûche, and this is where it comes from. And then we will put this cream on top of it, so it looks more like wood. Now, the easiest part, as you can see, I will show you. You make and you will tell me if it's okay. You make something like that, very easy, and it looks even more like wood. So that's it, and this I am able to do. Like that, and you can do it everywhere if you want, but at least on the top.
Exactly, it looks like a wood.
It looks like wood, and we can add some decoration, but this is really free. You could add red fruits, of course. You could add some, a piece of orange. You choose what you want. You can put some papers just to decorate. It's really up to you. So the children like to do that most.
It's completely freestyle, yeah?
It's completely freestyle. It's completely freestyle. Can be family style. And then we can put a little bit of sugar.
Oh, it's Christmas already.
It's like snow.
Ambassador, you're a wonderful baker.
As you can see, with some help. So this is ready.
Kągi, darbai virtuvėje baigti, metas keltis prie mūsų improvizuoto mini kalėdų stalo, koks jis galėtų atrodyti Prancūzijoje. Ar taip ir turėtų atrodyti stalas, mes netrukus ir išsiaiškinsime su pačia ambasadorė. Madame Claire, okay, we have some prepared dishes on the table. It's ordinary food on Christmas table in France?
Yes, this is very traditional food for Christmas. In most of the tables for Christmas, you will find at least 2 or 3 meals that are presented here. These are some oysters coming from France. You can buy them in Lithuania. So you need to open them with a special knife, and then you can eat them like that. Or if you want, you can put a little bit of this sauce, which is very simple to do because it's vinegar and shallot, a drop of water if you want. You put a little bit on each oyster, and then you eat your oyster like that. This is excellent. So foie gras is maybe even the most, I guess, traditional meal for Christmas. Foie gras is very much dedicated to Christmas. Most of the people want to eat foie gras either on the 24th evening or the 25th December. So foie gras is, as you know, this is coming from duck or goose. It's even better if it's coming from goose. It's the liver of the goose or the duck. In this case, it's the traditional recipe, it's cooked. You eat it small slices with bread, grilled bread. All sorts of bread can go. You can also add some figs jam if you want, but it's up to you. So this is really traditional. Then we have presented baguette because it's the French traditional bread. Then we have here a plate with a few examples of French cheese, starting with the small piece, round piece, white piece is goat cheese. The slice on the left is Roquefort, quite famous also. Here on the right it's Beaufort, it's like Emmental, or this is coming from the Alps. Roquefort is from the central France. Goat cheese you can find a little bit everywhere. And then Morbier, the last one, is also from the Alp region. And then we also have the bûche de Noël, the dessert that we have prepared together, if I may say so, with chocolate. But what is missing is the main meal, and the main meal is either turkey, some turkey, a big turkey with chestnut, or chicken, but there is also special chicken prepared for Christmas, which is called chapon, capon, I think in English, which is a very fat and big chicken that you prepare also with chestnut most of the time, and some other specific special vegetable like salsify, I don't know the word, but white vegetable that are ready for this time of the year.
Okay, it's kind of party, it looks like. And also in France, it's a tradition of wines and champagnes. And of course, with that kind of meal, it's must to have at least a glass of wine or champagne. How to know which one is the best for which meal?
So here again you have traditions, but you can also change traditions. You will rather have white wine with oysters. You can also start with champagne. Maybe it's the best solution. So you have champagne, we have presented 2 bottles here. There is only champagne, but you have different houses of champagne, so you can start with champagne. Then foie gras. You can have fights within the family to know what is the best wine, but the tradition advising that you use a wine which has a special taste, which is called Sauterne. This is the golden bottle here.
The first one, yeah?
Yeah, the first one. The color is very special. The grapes of this wine as harvested at the end of the season. So they have a small color, different colors, and this is why it gives the color to the wine, and it's a little bit, un vin liquoreux, a little bit sweet, and it goes very well with foie gras. But you can also have red wine with foie gras, or you can choose another region. Sauterne is close to Bordeaux. You can choose another region with this different bottle, the long one, which is coming from Alsace, and this is Gewürztraminer. This is also a wine which is a little bit different, sweet.
What Christmas is about for you personally?
A time when you meet your family, the close one, the loved ones. You are at peace. You spend time together, you speak about what you have done in the year. Of course, if you are religious, you go to the church, you have a special time for thinking about that. But if not, at least you share this moment of happiness and also peace with your family. You can think about what you have done during the last year. This year has been difficult for many people, so maybe we need this moment together.
What would you like to share your thoughts about the Christmas with Lithuanians?
I would wish the best to all of you for this special period of time. This should be a period of reflection and also of happiness, so I wish you the best and still be responsible because the times are different now.
Madam Claire, thank you for your time. Thank you that invite us here in your residence. I also would like to wish you a really Merry Christmas and hopefully the best New Year than we have this 2020 with the COVID. And once again, thank you.
Thank you to all of you, to your team, and thank you to the public. And I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas, so linksmų šventų Kalėdų to all of you. Joyeux Noël et très bonne année. Merci.
Tikrai taip, kaip ir minėjo ambasadorė, linkime jums artėjančių smagių ir gražių švenčių ir laimingų naujųjų metų. Ačiū, kad žiūrėjote, o tai nėra paskutinis mūsų projekto filmavimas, kuomet mes svečiuojamas ambasadose. Artimiausiu metu jūs pasieks dar daugiau smagių ir įdomių receptų, kurių galbūt nežinojote, kurie puikiai tiks ant jūsų kalėdinio stalo. Ačiū, kad žiūrite ir likite kartu su mūsų portalu.